Everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. Yes, I know I look a little different today. What's different about me? I have an eye infection, or as I like to call it, an eye infuction, because yeah, you're pretty much fucked. But I my eye is very swollen. It's all red, so I'm going to spare you guys from it. But yeah, I'll be wearing an eye patch for probably the remainder of the week. I'm rocking my Stuart Rhodes look, getting ready for Halloween. So anyway, guys, to the news. I have big Epstein related news to share. This is pretty interesting and came out of nowhere, seemingly. Prince Andrew is not going to go on trial in the case brought by his accuser, Virginia Roberts Giuffre. So rather than taking part in a public rehashing of what he allegedly did to her, Andrew decided to settle. So he's settling with her out of court. Most importantly, he's pretty much required to eat a mile of shit. I mean, figuratively speaking, of course, because today's one-page court filing states, quote, Prince Andrew intends to make a substantial donation to Ms. Giuffre's charity in support of victims' rights. Prince Andrew has never intended to malign Ms. Giuffre's character, and he accepts that she suffered both as an established victim of abuse and as a result of unfair public attacks. It is known that Jeffrey Epstein trafficked countless young girls over many years. Prince Andrew regrets his association with Epstein and commends the bravery of Ms. Giuffre and other survivors in standing up for themselves and others. He pledges to demonstrate his regret for his association with Epstein by supporting the fight against the evils of sex trafficking and by supporting its victims. Really? All of a sudden, no, he wasn't trying to malign her. He just called her a liar publicly and tried to get other people to attack her. And the royal family even got in on it from someone I've talked to personally. So yeah, kind of walking that all back, right? So reporters reached out to Giuffre's attorney, David Boies, and they asked for a comment on this, like I said, seemingly sudden turn in this case. And Boies simply said that the amount of the settlement is confidential, so we're not going to know how much it was. And he said, quote, I believe this event speaks for itself. So yeah, it really does. I mean, the fact that Prince Andrew had this major abrupt change of heart, because he was all set. He said, oh, I want to take it to a jury trial. He said, you know, when he couldn't get this case dismissed, he wanted to take it before a jury. And now, you know, I mean, this is really telling because this case was at the point where both sides were going to have to start turning over discovery. And they were about to begin depositions of both Giuffre and Andrew under oath. And Giuffre's attorneys were getting ready to depose additional witnesses, including a former assistant of Prince Andrew, who said, oh, yeah, I remember seeing the two of them at that nightclub. I remember seeing Giuffre with him, with Prince Andrew at that nightclub. And she was prepared to testify to that. So, you know, I think this is the best outcome that he could have hoped for. You know, he had his military title stripped. He was removed from charitable events. The writing was on the wall. No one believed his story. And this trial was going to be brutal. And it was going to be widely covered by the media, and especially in the UK. You know, plus his family, they knew he was in deep. They told him, you're on your own. He was going to have to fight this charge or charges, not as a member of the royal family and with their backing, but he was going to have to do this on his own as a common accused pedophile. So everyone knew where this was headed, and we knew how it was going to end if it went to court. And now, you know, he can save face. He can say, oh, well, you know, I never admitted to anything. He can maintain his his innocence. He can say, oh, well, the allegations were never proved against me in a court of law. And look at all the good I'm doing. I'm helping her to help other victims. So in a way, it is a win-win, I think. I know Giuffre said she would not take a financial settlement unless it came with some sort of acknowledgement or apology. So I think under the circumstances, this is the best that she was going to get as well. I just hope that her work with other victims can bring her some sort of peace. And, we'll see where it goes from here. But anyway, guys, if I hear more, I will let you know. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.